Hi everyone, I'm Sunny and today's video will be a yes or no video, and it's going to be in regards to if you will be following your parents' footsteps. So whatever that question feels like it's entailing, that's up to you, you decide. So it's the yes or no format from top to bottom, left to right, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4, followed by 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you need more time, pause the video and then select the pile or piles of your choice when you're ready. And you can even think about like a specific parent or like two parents, or if you have different um, dynamics of parents where it's like step parents and stuff, guardians, whatever you want, you can think of that scenario too. So I will start with pile number 1. You guys have a yes. You will be following whatever your parents' footsteps or whoever parent you're thinking about with the Four of Swords upright, and you're more than welcome to pause the video and then feel it out to feel your own interpretation, but you will be following them. It's likely having to do with communication or how you're talking about it or something in regards to that. Something sedentary, maybe. If you're thinking about like something sedentary, like I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Sedentary. I always confuse it with sediment. Like, so I don't, the dirt and a slow life. Well, slow pacing. So it feels like maybe more rest time like them, or just having like a more mellow life, or just being a mellow talker. Whatever you feel, that's what's feeling it out, right? You take what you will, but more or less, if you feel like if you're gonna follow their footsteps, like example, like being someone that gets to work from home and just talk on the phone and do customer service or something like that, for example, it's like a yes, right? So that's an example. But it does feel like if you having to have more rest like your parents because their disposition is weaker or more chronic, it could be one of those things where like, yeah, like this isn't medical advice, but just an idea. So that's just some examples I can think of with this pile, and I hope you enjoyed that. So pile number 2, you guys have Temperance upright, so this is a yes. Yes for you. Yes, you will be following your parents' footsteps, whatever direction that may be. And it feels like maybe it's positive that you're moderating yourself between a certain lifestyle or a certain like way of thinking. Maybe it's even drinking habits, for example, where you're like, do I have this? But it feels more like you can moderate yourself in comparison to them, not being so abusive when it comes to, intaking certain stuff. So it can be like that, or maybe you could learn to be balancing your private life, which is your home life, and like your public life or your work life. One of those things, or learning to moderate yourself between being a family member, family member that's like a parent, right? And having a good time with your friends. So meeting yourself in the middle is what it feels like. So you're more than welcome to take your own interpretation for that pile number 2, and I will start with the next one. So pile number 3, you guys have the High Priestess upright. This is a yes for you. So with this pile, let me just take a sip of water. With this pile, I feel it's a yes, and you're following your intuition and your gut feeling about something that you've been thinking about, but you've maybe been just wanting that confirmation of like, look, I know this is maybe the scenario, maybe this is going on, and I want to follow my gut instinct whether this is going to be true. This is a yes. Like, it seems like a positive yes or a positive yes, a negative yes, where it's like, if you feel like something's being shady or something and you're feeling it out and you feel like something's wrong, you're right? Or if you feel like if something is lurking, like a good opportunity to like change jobs or change travel or something, this is a yes. So it feels like whatever you're thinking about, whatever scenario, trusting yourself and your intuition and your inner wisdom or your even experiences will lead you to the right answer. And this feels like a yes in that answer. Like your guide, your own inner guide, is being honest, right? Your own little, what's it called? Not the map, compass. Not pompous, not pompous like snobby, but compass. Your own inner compass is leading you to the right direction. So thank you, pile number 3. And pile number 4, you guys have a yes. This is the 10 of Swords upright. So I feel like if there's something in regards to your mental health, it's a yes. If you're confirming something, or it feels like something's draining you, or someone's exhausting you, or someone's talking behind your back and they're not being a good friend, or they're not being a good partner, they're not being a good family member, or they're just not really the kind of, they're being two-faced basically. They're not really the person they are to your face. This is a yes. So it could be an assertive yes, like, yeah, this is going to be experienced, or like, yes, this is going to end soon, right? Because it is the 10 of Swords. And reversed, of course, it can always change. It's like new start for new mental health, right? Or stuff like that. But it can be basically yes in a good way, yes in a no way. Take what you will. Get your own message from your own interpretation, sorry. And I hope you enjoyed that. So thank you, pile number 4. So pile number 5, you guys have the Hangman reversed. I always forget. I always forget sometimes with Hangman because he is a hangman. It's supposed to be reversed. Anyways, this is no. Sorry. This is a no for you. You have your own feels. How can I say? You're not going to be stuck in a rut, right? So this way, it's like you're not going to be stuck in a rut of. Oh my god! I just totally forgot the question. I spaced out. I'm sorry. I've been doing them back to back, and I'm like, what question are we on? It's a no. It's a yes or no format. I know, but I forgot the question, and I apologize. From here on, I should have just wrote it down. I usually do, but with this one, it's a no. Trust your instinct. I think that you are finally taking action. I feel that maybe there's something that you were thinking about for a while, and you were like, in the what ifs, or like, you're thinking of all the possible scenarios for something, and you're like finally taking action and taking course of like, you know what, I'm just gonna go this way and see what happens. So I think you're finally having some energy to motivate yourself to actually like untie yourself out of this situation that can be sticky, or a situation that didn't feel like you had really much movement, or like you were kind of like folded, like your hands are folded. There's not much you can do because it was like an outside factor. So this is a no, and you're more than welcome to get your own interpretation when you stare at this. I always welcome that. I think it's great practice for you. So thank you, pile number 5. So pile number 6, you guys have the King of Wands reversed. So with this pile, I feel that, well, I think, did I say no? Because it is a no, by the way. If I missed it, I'm sorry. But it is a no. Your answer will be a no. I think it's likely because if it's a person I don't know why I want to say this specifically to your pile, but if you're asking about a person, this is a no. Like if you're wanting to ask about a man, it's a no. Or you're asking about a woman who's going to be very, if you're asking if you're going to hear something like tough, not necessarily tough, but like if you're going to, get a scolding or something, or like, are they going to get after you for something that you did or something, like, no. But or if you do get a brunt of it, it's like not from this man, at least maybe it's from a woman, but it feels more like it's a no for you in a different way. I think that you may be, or if you're asking about yourself, in the way where are you going to be continuing this certain habits or certain temperaments, this is no. It just may be like a now, right? So it could be one of those things, but I do feel that maybe it's you're going within, you're going to find answers within. Work on that, work on your anger, right? Work on your energy, your motivation, your stamina, your control, or just working on what makes you and happy can be one of those answers. But I do feel that you would have to take a lot of dedication and patience. Don't be impatient. Some things are gonna upset you. Let it happen. It's pick your battles. Be consistent, and learn that some battles are not worth it to like put your foot down and be like, well, I'm gonna be stubborn and I'm gonna stick to my guns and like basically just let them have it. Don't do that. Don't be a dictator. So keep that in mind. Wield that wand properly with great great responsibility. Something. With great power comes great discipline and responsibility, right? I'm saying that quote wrong, but you get what I'm trying to say. Be eloquent, be regal, like make sure that you're, not disciplinary, but what's the word I'm trying to say? Not ambiguous, fair. I can't think of the word I wanted to say, but just be fair, okay, with whatever you're seeking, and maybe you'll receive a fair answer back, right? So it's not always negative no's, it could be positive no's. So thank you, pile number 6, right? Yes. Pile number 7, you guys have the 3 of Wands upright, so this is a yes. Maybe I should just scoot these up since these are the last 2. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, so this is a yes, and maybe you're looking for answers in not the same direction you're typically doing, or you're looking elsewhere, seeing the broader picture, the bigger perspective of how things could be. This is great. I think that you normally I feel like you probably have your head down and are focusing or like micromanaging something very specifically, or like not looking at your environment to see what else could actually help you on your journey. So it could be one of those things where this is yes. If you're looking at something as a tool, this is a yes. Or you're looking to travel elsewhere for answers, or like a different perspective of life, or just a lifestyle, or just a job, maybe meeting a person, this is a yes. So remember, it's not always positive yeses and negative yeses. You get what I'm trying to say. I think I messed with my words, but this seems like a good way of thinking, of just looking at the bigger picture rather than micro focusing on just small details that aren't that aren't as important, right? So do take what you will, but that's what I get with you, pile number 7. One last thing, I do think that you are going to be looking over, it just feels like you're looking to maybe, I don't know why I get this for this pile, but maybe you're looking into, like, if this is like a career thing issue, you're looking at how you can connect with others in a certain way, or maybe just group work. You're looking for other people with similar interests or similar ways of thinking, or just the way they go about stuff, or even if it's just like example, if you're looking to work on your body and you're looking for people who have the same motivation as you, you're trying to find people who are like-minded, who can share that. It feels like group work. I always think of threes too as like learning to work in groups and connections. It could be relevant to some people, not everybody, but thank you, pile number 7. Pile number 8, you guys have the Queen of Swords upright. So with you guys, this is a yes. Your response is a yes, and the reason why it's a yes, it's because if you're seeking a yes, or you're seeking a positive not affirmation, but like feedback or response from somebody, it's going to be that female with a strong female energy, or at least it could be you. If you're trying to be a lot more in power of your communication skills, or in power of negotiations, or how you come across with your words, it's going to be calculating but direct but fair. Or it could be maybe a little bit icy and cold, sure, but very protective. Or it could be someone that if you're expecting a reply or communication to be a certain way, this is going to be yes, but maybe it might sting a little bit, because they know how to use those hurting words, and maybe they're not purposely always trying to be hurtful, but that's just their personality. It could be just that they're very honest, and maybe that honesty is a little mean to you. Maybe you're just a little bit more sensitive in your feels, or overall it just feels that you're trying to channel someone coming in to help you, and it's going to be encompassing these energies where they're going to be very well rounded, but there's someone that is very skillful. They know how to talk the walk, right? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Walk the talk. Yeah. Anyways, they know what they're doing, and they might teach you the ropes, and I think that you could learn a thing or two about them. More than likely, it has to do with the fact that they're gonna teach you something with their hands, or there's someone that's gonna teach you how to speak up more for yourself, advocate for yourself, just learn to use your own skills for your advantage, to not people walk all over you. It feels like she's gonna be helpful to you in some way, or she's gonna cut you down with those words, or it could be you, like you just coming in with that energy, like finally putting yourself up in a pedestal, and asking, sorry, sorry, and asking for more respect and dignity, and it just feels like you want those boundaries put up, but like that sword will like cross this line, and you're gonna get very, very mean remarks. It feels like that, where you're like, you probably desire more respect, or more respect in your contracts, or you're going to be more direct and cutthroat and not really caring for people's emotions, because that's not a place where you need them right now, or you're not in the mental state where you're like, oh, I'm over it, I already dealt with that, I need to just focus on the information, and that's it. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much, every pile, for watching and listening. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. So bye, everyone.